Meanwhile, Donald Trump is pushing for a ceasefire in the Russia-Ukraine war, while on the other hand, the NATO chief is asserting that they want to make sure that Ukraine has what it needs to prevent Putin from winning. But Kiev today is facing immense pressure to negotiate on terms that could permanently alter its territorial integrity and sovereignty. Our next story exploring what the end game for Ukraine really could be.
Russia's relentless onslaught continues. Over 3 months, Moscow has launched more than 6,000 explosive drones and missiles onto Ukrainian soil. Thermobaric warheads and radar-evading missiles rain down, crippling power grids and devastating morale. One new Russian tactic is deploying fleets of cheap decoy drones to exhaust Ukraine's air defenses. The cost to civilian life and infrastructure is mounting. In eastern Ukraine, Russia has gained ground. Ukrainian forces face attrition not just on the battlefield, but within their own borders. Conscription has intensified as manpower shortages grew. Many reluctant citizens unwilling to fight are now forcibly drafted. All this while civilians endure freezing winters in darkness, their cities battered by incessant airstrikes. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has subtly shifted his tone. While he once firmly opposed ceding any Russian-occupied territory, now he makes a big admission that the Ukrainian military cannot win back the Donbass and Crimea from the Russians. The Russian president, during his annual press conference, exudes confidence.
I must say that the situation is changing dramatically. You know this well. I just want to confirm it. Movement is going on along the entire front line every day. And as I already said, we are not talking about advancing 100, 200 or 300 meters. Our fighters are taking and reclaiming territory in square kilometers. I want to emphasize, every day.
Responding to a reporter, Putin says Russia is ready to compromise with Trump on the Ukraine war.
Politics is the art of compromise, and we have always said that we are ready for both negotiations and compromises. It is just that the opposite side, in the literal and figurative sense of the word, refused to negotiate. And we are always ready for this. The result of these negotiations is always a compromise.
Zelensky hints he is willing to cede territory in exchange for NATO membership. The Western military bloc's new chief promises to provide all the support to Kyiv.
I think we would be very wise to put some lid on this and focus on the business at hand. And the business at hand is to make sure that Ukraine has what it needs to prevent Putin from winning and for Ukraine to prevail.
Yet Western powers like Berlin and Washington remain hesitant to move Ukraine closer to NATO. Adding to the urgency is Donald Trump's return to the White House. He's pushing for a quick ceasefire. This uncertainty complicates Ukraine's position, forcing it to weigh the risk of losing American support against the cost of continuing the war. For Ukraine, the stakes are existential. Negotiation could mean territorial loss, a bitter pill to swallow. But the ongoing war risks greater destruction and potential abandonment by weary allies. For Ukraine, the endgame is a high-wire act between survival and sovereignty, with no guarantees on either side. Bureau Report, WION World is One.